Hi, welcome to Wednesday's workout. So we've got a two-parter. We've got some lower body strength work focusing on single leg, and then we've got a short and sharp workout for you guys. So let's go through the warm-up first of all. We're going to do 3 rounds through. We're going to start off with 30 seconds. I put cardio slash skipping. Okay, if you have a skipping rope, I want you to start with singles and then across your rounds work towards doubles. If you don't have a skipping rope, you can go for any of your normal cardio options. Okay, so you can use a machine, you can go for jumping jacks or high knees. But for a lot of you, in order to practice timing for the double unders, I want you to practice the double under movement today. So you're going to start off just bounding through the feet, and then you're going to add in the wrist movement. So every time you jump, you're trying to do 2 flicks of the wrist. Okay? Have a little play, have a little practice. That's going to warm you up for the skipping coming later in the session. Once we've done that, we're going to do 8 reps on each side, standing on one leg. From here, this is a small controlled movement. You're going to keep the opposite toe facing up. You're going to bend through that leg you're standing on, touch the heel to the floor, and come up to standing. Okay? So this is all about control. We've got pistols coming up. We want to warm up those knees and get ready with a little bit of balance work as well. Once you've done 8 on each side, we're just going to go into 8 Kang Squats. So arms across the chest, hinging at the hip first of all, and then down into a squat. We're then going to reverse the movement, open up through the legs, and then open up through the chest. Once you've got through 3 rounds of that, we should be ready for this first section. This is going to be 4 rounds. So set your clock to an interval timer. It's going to beep every 90 seconds. So you have 90 seconds to get through your section, and there should be a little bit of rest there as well. So movement number 1 is going to be 8 to 12 reps on each side, single leg deadlift. All right, I'd recommend you start this with no weight. Make sure you have the balance and the control. So we're going to send that back leg back, reach down to just in front of the toe, trying to keep the back nice and flat. If you can do that under control, you can add a little bit of load. What I don't want to see is you grabbing your weight and just letting it drag you down and then having to lay the foot down in order to regain control. So try and keep that back foot off the floor for the full set if you can. Our second movement is pistols. Okay, so a pistol is your single leg squat. How you can scale this movement, you can hold on to a wall or a rig or whatever you've got and use that as a little bit of assistance to get as low as you can. All right, you can put something underneath your heel, or you can go off a step. All right, and lower yourself down there to a light touch and back up. Okay, you can also go for any of the scaling options that we normally do in class, which include wrapping the foot round to give you that little bit of extra assistance. And then our final movement is going to be 8 to 10 reps of a glute bridge. So we can do this either with your shoulders on a bench if you have one, or lying down on the floor, one leg extended up, bring the hips up, squeeze the bum, and then light touch to the floor. Remember, it is 4 rounds on each exercise. So every 90 seconds you do a set, you get a little bit of rest in between, and we go through for 4 rounds. Once we've done that, we're into our high intensity piece, which is going to be 3 rounds for time. 75 double unders. If you're doing singles, I want you to pick a rep range between 100 to 150 that you think is going to take you under 2 minutes. If you don't have a rope, you can go for that same timing practice. You can go for the double taps, or you can go for jumping on and off a small plate. And then 25 object hang snatch. So this can be done with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, single arm, between the legs, and then up and overhead. All right, if you have a plate, you're just gonna go touch the floor and then all the way up and overhead. You can also use a barbell and just go for that full hang snatch variation. All right, once you've finished your workout, there's quite a lot of lower body work in the first half. So we're gonna go for a couch stretch. Bring one foot up against the wall or bench and then push the hips forward so we're stretching through the quad. We'll do that on both sides. And then we're going to stretch through the calves from all that jumping as well. Okay, you can also stretch through the shoulders in this position from those hang snatches. Enjoy your workout, and I'll see you Wednesday morning.